making these demands not because of yourself. You're making these demands because of the people of Kenya, for now and for posterity. If you don't negotiate effectively and get a binding contract for your benefit now and forever, then the government will always subject you to litigation where they have an upper hand. There will be no respite. Let the respite be provided now so that the doctors, health care workers, and all medical practitioners can practice and offer services in an environment that guarantees their health safety and that of the patients they serve. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless the doctors, medical workers, and all partners in this sector.
We want to field any questions. There's no need. I think that's okay. So you come. Let me look for you next week.
Doctor, yeah.
I think with this issue.
I'm available. You're right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
We are using Swahili. David won't come back. Yeah, yes,
All of them.
yes.
All of them.
Javi, come. We're good. Yes.
Mabibi na mabwana, nashukuru sana kwa siku ya leo kwa kuweza kuja. Siku ya leo ni siku muhimu sana kwetu, ambapo chama cha Rural Private Hospitals Association of Kenya kimeungana pamoja na chama daktari na pia chama cha wanasheria humu nchini LSK, na tuko hapa kwa msimamo mmoja kusema kwamba tunataka kuzungumzia na kusisitisha kwamba juhudi za serikali katika sekta ya afya haziendi vizuri. Mpango ambao uko kupambana na ugonjwa wa corona hauendelei kwa jinsi ambayo sisi tunafurahia ama tunaona ikiwa nzuri. Tuko hapa siku ya leo kusema kwamba juhudi zinahitajika kuwekwa zaidi ili kuwakinga wafanyakazi wa afya katika sekta ya umma na sekta ya kibinafsi. Tunasikitika sana tunapoona kila siku habari za madaktari na wahudumu wengine wa afya wakifariki kwa sababu ambazo zingeweza kuepukika. Tunasikitishwa sana na kifo cha Daktari Stephen Mogusu ambayo kimetokea hivi karibuni, na kwa maoni yetu jambo hilo lingeweza kuondolewa mbali, lakini kwa sababu ya ukosefu wa vifaa ambavyo madaktari na wahudumu wa afya wanahitaji katika kupambana na ugonjwa wa COVID-19 hazijapeanwa katika mahospitali ya umma ama ya kibinafsi. Hilo ni jambo la kusikitisha sana. Tunaomba kwamba serikali iangalie na ifanye haraka kuweza kugawanya vifaa hivyo ambazo ziko katika KEMSA ziweze kutoka katika KEMSA na ziende katika mahospitali ambapo zinahitajika kwa wakati huu. Juhudi zinaendelea, makampuni ya kutengeneza vaccine ya COVID-19, na hiyo vaccine itakapokuwa hayana maana, na pia baada ya miezi michache ijayo zitakuwa zimeweza kufikia kiwango chake cha kutotumika. Tunauliza serikali iangalie wahudumu wa afya kama vile inavyoangalia sekta zingine, ili tuweze kupambana pamoja na ugonjwa huu wa corona, ili tuweze kushinda. Jambo lingine la mwisho ambalo tutasema ni kuhusu NHIF. Tungependa serikali na bunge la kitaifa lishughulikie ile sheria ya NHIF, ili sheria hiyo iweze kuangaliwa vizuri, iweze kuhudumia wananchi kwa njia inayofaa. Kwa sasa tunaiona kama sheria ambaye haipatii watu wote nafasi katika vile shirika la NHIF linavyoendeshwa. Na tunaomba wabunge na serikali, ni wakati ni huu ambao tuko katika janga la corona, la kuangalia sheria hizi ili wananchi wetu wakaweze kupata huduma za afya inavyohitajika. Kwa hayo machache nasema Mungu awabariki na Mungu aibariki Kenya. Asanteni. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, we will ask you to remain a bit kidogo tu. There is one more thing that we will do. In the meantime, I wanted to make that official. Yeah, if Mr. President, you could come to the front here. This is a gift hamper that the Rural Private Hospital is gifting the President of the Law Society of Kenya for coming to grace this occasion. Let's appreciate the President. That is just a token. It is courtesy of Hako Industries and Rural Private Hospitals Association. Thank you so much, Mr. President. May the Lord bless you and keep leading. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we can, one copy can be given to the President of the strategic plan. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we still have one thing that we'll do for us. Today is a celebration day. We have a cake to cut as an association. And my sister, if I think this table will be better for us to use. Yeah, who will help you to, okay, Madam is there. To put the cake here so that we can use this table. We have a cake to cut as we celebrate the launch of the Rupha strategic plan and also our second annual convention. Members of the press, I think there is one more thing we will do before you break down your cameras. We also have two other agreements to sign. All right. I also need, oh, my chairman has just seen off our guest. So let me have the EXCO team, the entire EXCO team. In the meantime, I will so let's have yes. Let us have CDMS, please. Let's set for you first, and then Josola will follow. We are today signing another memorandum of not association, but a memorandum of understanding between CDMS and Rupha, and another one of Jua Solar and Rupha. The CDMS agreement, like you heard, is the one that will enable Rupha to operate on an application for group procurement of drugs and medical equipments. Okay, so let's do this. So let me have CDMS Amagutu, if you can come and take one seat. Yeah. Someone check my chairman if he has seen off my guests. Our guests, he can come back.
Yes. I saw Mama around. Yeah. Where are these people?
Yeah.
Can you call? At least go to come. 0257. For what? For it? 0257. Ask her to come. We need her here.
Okay, my chairman is here.
Okay. Just a minute.
Yeah. Go the other side. That's it. All right. I would want our SG to come and witness for Rupha, as we have, she's Madam Who from CDMS. Is she around? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Chair, you can speak something about this.
So thank you so much, Vice Chairman, colleagues. As we heard yesterday from our friends from the Chronic Drugs Medical Scheme, CDMS, and TIBANET, we are launching a joint cooperation to help us develop our bulk purchasing, group purchasing platform. We will be working with CDMS to help us create, as part of our strategic plan, that platform which will allow our members to buy items, drugs, consumables, medical equipment in a bulk format so that we can all enjoy the economies of scale. So this is the beginning of a great journey, my friend Sam. We believe that through this arrangement, all our hospitals should be able to get into a platform where they can get the best quality at the best price available in the market, and also help the association to grow in terms of its own capacity. So we thank you very much. You have also been a sponsor of this event, donated very generously to this event, and we are grateful. And we look forward in the new year to take this further, this discussion. You have told us about helping us get access to credit facilities for buying things, getting access to the best quality drug manufacturers, equipment, getting access to external funding for our projects. And we believe with this arrangement, this should be possible. I don't know whether you have a remark to make.
Thank you very much, Daktari. It is indeed our greatest pleasure to be able to sign this agreement, this MOU, this agreement today. All that you've said is correct, and that we aim to create social impact in the society by ensuring that the cost of healthcare is affordable. And one of the greatest components of the cost of treatment is the cost of medicine. And so through our group procurement platform, we are going to be able to significantly reduce the cost of medicine. Just a little, by the way, we may mention that there's an informal discussion going on with smart applications that, because it is actually quite possible to have our two platforms talking to each other. So if we can actually then do this, we would be able to integrate and deliver even more value to Rupha and the rest of the Kenyan population. Thank you very much.
Okay, facing the camera. Okay, thank you. Let's appreciate them as they exchange the MOUs. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. And the deal with CDMS and Rupha is formally done. Put your hands together to celebrate. Okay, thank you. We want to bring in the last one for the day, the last MOU for the day, and that is the one for Jua Solar. And I want, Jua Solar, you can bring this. It's okay, just one. Yeah, just sit here. You can take your seats. Chairman, you have something about Jua Solar?
Yeah, I'll use this one. Okay, so colleagues and friends from all over the Republic, we are signing an agreement with Jua Solar. Okay, the company is actually called Jua UK Limited. Jua Solar is a provider of alternative energy. Okay, and I know you have seen it in recent discussions. A lot of companies in Kenya, whether they are petroleum companies, that is very strange. Petroleum companies are moving to solar. They are installing solar for their stations. A lot of companies which are manufacturing are moving into solar. It is sustainable. It is over the long run cheaper. And especially in the communities where we come from, where Kenya Power can be, it's a Kenyan company, we love it, but there are issues around there, reliability, power cuts. And in our sector, in health, loss of power is critical. It could happen in the middle of a procedure. It could happen when a patient is on a life-saving machine. So we listened to Jua Solar when they approached the association. We think they have a model for Africa. They have a model that can work in rural communities. They have a model where eventually, long run, it's going to be better for the environment, more efficient for all of us. So by signing this agreement, we are also asking them in the agreement to make this technology available to rural private hospitals at a cost which is affordable, in a way which we can be able to pay long term. And I think one of the discussions we had with Romain, he mentioned that he just asked me, take your power bill, whatever it is, tell us your power capacity, what you require, and we will be able to give you a solution at just about your current power bill, but over the long run, saves you a lot of money and gives you a lot of convenience. So we think that this is a wonderful partnership, and we are very happy, and we hope that the members of the association also benefit from this. Thank you. I don't know whether you have some comments.
Thank you very much, Herman, and thank you very much for introducing Jua Solar today. As you mentioned, we as a alternative solution provider with solar energy, we work with a lot of different sectors, and we work with a lot of different sectors and different domains, from small industrial to big industrial, pharmaceutical, petroleum, gas station. But to be honest, as a personal point of view, and I'm sure Jua Solar, the whole Jua Solar company, share that with me, particularly proud today to work with the health sector and to help each and every clinics to lower the cost of energy while having a better and more sustainable energy service for all the appliances and for all the medical staff. So thank you very much for bringing the opportunity of Jua Solar to help everybody, every and each clinics everywhere in Kenya, eventually tomorrow abroad. And thank you for that.
Asante sana.
Thank you, and you can appreciate them as a sign. Yeah, probably one thing that we need to know that Romain has committed that in the first quarter of next year, he wants to make sure that he has done solar for 20 facilities of Rupha, just to ensure that they are role model for others. So he's going to begin with 20 facilities within Rupha network, so that others can come and benchmark from that and see the benefit and commit to it. Thank you so much. David. Thank you very much. I would now ask the two gentlemen to rise up and exchange the contracts as a sign of goodwill. Please let us appreciate them. Thank you so much. You can exchange like that to formalize it. Thank you so much. And thank you. And with that, we come to the end of that session, and we declare the memorandum of understanding between the two institutions formally signed. Thank you. Good. Lastly but not least, I think we take a short break, or we tukule keki. We can do it together. In this era of BBI, you know, everything is amendable. So I would propose that we do the cake so that we finish everything. Then when we come back for the remaining 1 or 2 businesses, and then we can close our day. So let me have our chairman again come. Okay, SG. Okay, please. Madam SG, you can lead us in that session. Yeah.
Good afternoon. So with us here, we have a cake, and this cake is going to commemorate our launch of the strategic plan and also the memorandum of understanding that we've been able to sign between CDMS and Jua Solar. And we really hope that these 2 memorandum and will be able to reach full implementation, and our strategic plan will also lead us for the next 5 years. So now we'll go ahead with the cake cutting. So I'd like to call our representative from SMART. I'd like to call a representative from CDMS. I would also like to call a representative from Jua Solar to join us as we cut this cake to work together. Thank you, Esther. What's your plan for distribute? And we cannot also forget Dr. Kangure, who has been a very close friend of Rupha throughout this process of strategic planning.
Kata. All right. That is it. We need also to celebrate the cake. Please put our hands together. We celebrate the cutting of the cake. Yeah, okay. As the director for Vostrum is cutting the cake, she doubles up as the deputy treasurer for Rupha. She will be giving the cake to our guests, and the rest of the piece will come towards us. So we need to be hopeful. All right. Asipeleke nyumbani, ni ya kukula hapa. Okay, Dr. Kangure. The rest of the piece will come towards us, so we need to be hopeful. I think you're done. SG ni yako. All right, so they will take the cake at their convenience. Please appreciate our guests. That is it. That is it. Okay, so would want as many ushers from ourselves as possible so that we can have this done. And I also want to ask kindly, if you can allow me, can we agree whether we go for lunch, we come back, or we can finish a matter and then go for lunch and we go kabisa? We finish the business. We finish the business. Then when we go for lunch, tuende tukiendaga. Haya. then we have done it. Let me have. Yes. Okay. Our ushers will be serving that cake even as we continue with the other business of the day. Remind me, please, before we break. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask our accountant, stroke auditor, wherever he is, please come to the front. Patrick Mwai, please come to the front. As we take our cake, ladies and gentlemen, we will be receiving the management accounts, and I think the auditor will be explaining why it's not an audit report, but a management account. He has better terms for that. And then let's hear how we fared on financially since inception of our association, and then from there we can pick it up. As we take our cake, ladies and gentlemen, put here. Ready? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you the person who have been doing our books from the first day of existence of Rupha to date. You will recall that last year we were not able to do our audit because we had not completed a financial year, but he has done all through up to the year that we started to date. So I want to bring Mr. Patrick Mwangi to bring to us the management accounts for Rupha. Karibu.
Hi. Good afternoon, dear members of Rupha. Good afternoon. I think we need all of us to have a good view of whatever the accounts look like. And therefore, just for a moment, we do the projector, then we can continue together.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as our dear auditor prepares himself, I would like to inform you to take note that Rupha's financial year runs from 1st June 2019 to 30th May 2020, of which I would like you to take note that the Rupha financial year runs from 1st June to 30th May. Currently, we are in the second financial year, 6 months well into it, and like our Vice Chair has said, like our Vice Chair has alluded to, remember, these are not audited accounts. These are what we call management accounts for the association for the first financial year, which runs from 1st June 2019 to 30th May 2020. And the second presentation will be for the entire period from the inception of the association up until 30th of October 2020. I would also like to congratulate you because despite what has been happening in the course of the year, notably the pandemic that we've been faced with, we've seen a steady growth in the membership of our association, and that is something that I should really applaud you for. Thank you very much, and let's wait to hear from our auditor, Bwana Patrick Mwai. I would also like to congratulate you because despite what has been happening in the course of the year, notably the pandemic that we've been faced with, and that is something that I should really applaud you for. Thank you very much.
I have two documents. Me, I want to read from the hard copies. But while I read, you project. So this is one document in a PDF. This one, and also this one. They are the only ones which are open. So
we've had a very good reception so far from our members all across the entire country.
31.
So far, we have close to 200 members, which includes hospitals, medical centers, and diagnostic centers.
These are the one.
Our main source of revenue has been from member contributions, as far as membership fees. We all know that our accounts have come from member contributions, notably from membership fees and annual subscriptions. We've also had the honor to get an additional source of income, mainly from our sponsors. That is, Atatep, Your Solar, CDMS, Express Communications Limited, Madison, Ecomed, Passes Insurance. And we have other players who really contributed towards the success of our annual convention for the last year, which includes IPCA and Atatep. In this regard, Rupha commissioned an accountant who also doubles up as an auditor to do our books for us. And he has managed to prepare management accounts for the association, like I said, for the first financial year, which runs from 1st June 2019 to 30th May 2020, and the ongoing financial year, which actually lapses on 30th June 2021.
Once again, good afternoon, members. I'm happy to stand before you. My name's, like you have heard, is Patrick Mwangi from Kagomo Kunya and Associate. And also today, like you have heard, I'm not going to read audited accounts. I'm only going to give management accounts.
I wanted him to do the projection while I read. Yeah. You're able to do the projection while I read. So mine is quite simple because I'll just take you through the accounts. They are in these revised, these formats of accounts. There are two documents. I was advised that Rupha started its annual accounts on 1st of June, 2019 to 31st of May, 2020. However, these two documents, one is going to take us through just that financial year. The second one is for the entire period. I said it is it's just management accounts because I think it is the entire team which is going to come up with the auditors of its books. But as for now, because we need to know exactly how Rupha has been faring over the time since its inception, we need to lead the accounts. And management accounts, what is it? How is it different from audited accounts? Actually, the figures are not different. It's actually, when we talk about audited accounts, we need to look for an independent person to come in and audit our books and to give his own opinion of how the books have been kept over probably the financial year. However, the management account is actually inbuilt accounts within the Rupha, and that is why I was called in as a professional accountant so as to give these figures in the way or in the format that is going to be accountable. So mine is very simple. I'm going to start with one document for the year, for the financial year between 1st of June 2019 to 31st May 2020. I'll ask our projector to go to page 3. Page 3, you can see it's only giving a summary, and the summary which is giving is actually the total income for the period, which is 2.4. That is the money which was received from the sources, which I'm going to give when I come to the detailed accounts. And you can see the surplus for that particular period of time is 273,459. That is how the performance was in belief. Then you go to the next page. Page 5. Page 5 is giving the tabulation for the same performance.
This is the performance for the Rupha within the year up to ending 31st May 2020. I think members, you'll need to be curious about the expenses. You have seen the income, 2.4 or 2,486,742. And actually, that was generated. If you go to note number 3, that is page 8, not page 8. If you go to page number 9, that income was generated because there was membership subscription. You can see the amount of membership subscription, single license fee. There was a sponsorship and a participation fee, and there was a subscription fee. All that is projected there, giving a figure of 2.4, as you can read there. So the activity which consisted for that year was able to, if you go to page number 4 again, page number 5 again, you can see the expenses which constituted the activities. And those are the expenses, right from annual convention which took place. I think that was in the course of the year before 31st May 2020. There was county visits. There was dues and subscription. The Rupha was able to acquire internet and website. There was legal fee. There was also rent, office rent and services, postage and couriers. All those consisted the expenses for that year as tabulated from, as you can see there. Allow me to go to page number 4. Page number 4 is giving us the financial position of Rupha. Is another way of saying a balance sheet. What was, how much did Rupha, or Rupha was worth how much at the end of the year? And you can see Rupha had non-current assets of 60,000. Those non-current assets, if you want to go to the details of what it consists of, I can even say before I go to the note number 2, it consisted of a chair and 2 laptops. So that is what it consisted of. It also had, at the end of the year, there was some cash and cash equivalent. The cash and cash equivalent, which is noted in number 4, it consisted of cash at bank and also cash in hand for that period. Then subscriptions, receivables. Actually, when we talk, you can see it is in bracket there. That implies that there are people who paid earlier than, for the next period, earlier than it was. It looks like there was overpayment. Actually, this is not overpayment because somebody just paid earlier and it was captured there as such. Basically, the net worth for the association was 260,969 for that period of time. So I think I have read those figures for us to be able to view and also to know exactly how Rupha has been faring financially, and that is the correct position. The notes are there, but now allow me to go to the next document. That is the financial year for just the financial year ending 31st May 2020. But allow me to go now for the entire period between 1st of June 2019 to 31st October 2020. That document is just covering the entire year. We are going to see, it's actually basically the same, but the figures are different. Okay, we are there. Page number 2. Page number 2 is just a summary. It's a summary of how Rupha fared over that period of time. And you can see there was an income of 4.7 or 4,769,742. And the surplus for that period was 1.6. Well, that is a summary. Then we go to page number 4. Page number 4 is able now to give us the broad picture of that particular income and also the expenses. You can see, if you go to note number 3, how that money was generated. Note number 3 is on page. Note number 3 is on page number 8. That figure of 4.7 was generated as tabulated there. There was membership subscription. There was a single license fee of 80,000. There was a sponsorship and participation fees, 580,000 subscription fee, which consisted of all the monies that annual subscription, 3.7. And then you come up with a figure of 4.7. That actually is how the money was made by Rupha. Going to the page again, page number 4, you can see the annual convention. That was the expense. County visits, that was also another expense. Depreciation for those few assets for that period. Dues and subscription, internet and website expenses, legal fee, media mobilization and adverts. There was office rent and service charge, postage and courier services. There was printing and stationaries, professional fees, Rupha meetings and conference, staff cost, telephone service expenses, and transport. So those are I'm reading them, although you can see them there, so that you can actually see exactly what they look like. So after that expenses, you now was able to have a surplus of 1.6. However, let us look at page number 3, which is also the financial position as at the end of that period, that is 31st October 2020. And it consists of non-current assets. We mentioned in the first document, there is cash and cash equivalent, which consists of cash in bank and also petty cash, which was in hand at that time of the close of the account. There was subscription receivables. Now, I want to say something about that, because you have seen a surplus of 1.6. And somebody may ask, I can see a surplus. There could be a lot of money. However, you can see subscription receivable is actually that money which is still which is going to be remitted to association by the members is not yet remitted as yet. There is account payables. There is also, and you can see now, the total assets, which is 1.6. By and large, we can say Rupha is worthy 1.6 on that period of 17 months. So those are the accounts. And I believe everybody has captured exactly what was happening financially over that period, unless there's any question which I can answer, and I can also be assisted by my good treasurer here.
Members, do you have any queries to our accountant? Comments? Sorry, I'm being reminded by Chair that the accounts are available on our WhatsApp platform and also on Telegram platform for interrogation. Any questions? Take note, the accountant says some of this money is still owed to the association, but is pending to be remitted to the association. So when you see 1.6 million surplus, it does not necessarily mean that this is money at hand. There is still some money out there, mainly from our membership, that is yet to be submitted to the association in terms of annual subscriptions. There being no any other question, I would like to hand over the program back to our chair so that we can conclude. Thank you.
So, members, I hope you are having access on Telegram and WhatsApp. Please check that you have access. You can keep asking the questions. I don't know whether accountants, it is their nature to communicate in a very bookish manner. I am not understanding, because me, I was sitting there and I could barely understand what they were saying. You know, there's just figures flying here, there, expenses. I was hoping they would put it in language of common man. Tulinunua vitabu shilingi 2,000. Something like that. But thank you so much. I think as the current chair of the association, the only thing I need to point out, I don't know whether it didn't come out very clearly, Bwana Accountant. Number one is how much money, as at the time you were preparing this account, was actually in the account. You can just say that, you know, I think that is clear enough, isn't it? Most important, don't say, oh, assets, receivable, what, too much. How much money was in the account? Simple. Just say that one, and then you say how much money is out there which we expect to come in here. That one you can also say. You know, simple. I think that's what members would want to hear, isn't it? Thank you. Ya kwamba kuanzia 1st of June 2019 mpaka 31st of May 2020, hii ndo pesa ambayo mulipata. Madeni ilikuwa kiasi fulani. Is it possible to simplify that way, Bwana Accountant? Just simple matter. Don't go assets, liability, balance.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yeah. Let me see where to start. As at 31st of May. Okay, this is another document. So the money that was in the account as at 31st, that first May 2020 is 356,354. That is what I'm calling cash. Cash at hand, cash at bank. They are put together. They make the cash which is able to operationalize the activities. That's all?
Yeah, but I can see subscription receivables 48. What is that?
If you go to, okay, let me break down the current asset. One is cash. The next thing is rent deposit. There is some deposit for rent which is lying with the landlord. That money belongs to Rupha. So it is there. Subscription receivable is money which is supposed to be received from members they have not remitted. However, look at that account and you see it is in bracket. Bracket means minus. That means it is like an overpayment. Why is it an overpayment? It is because a member felt it's necessary to pay in advance. So it was captured like that. Exactly. And there's note to that. Let me just give you note to that. Page 9, you can see that page 9, which is tabulating the members' receivable one by one, starting from the top, you going down all the way until the makeup of 48. In other words, that is exactly how we reach to the figure 48 in the negative.
All right, I think that is clear. Imekuwa clear. I don't know whether it is better now, members. Is it clearer? Any question on that? So 356. Now tell us, how much money was available as at 31st October 2020?
Okay. Just drop that document now here. Let's go to the next one. As at 31st October, the money which was available to Rupha was is shown in note number 4. You can see now note number 4. There is money in Equity Bank, which is 581,136, and also some money which was held in petty cash, 11,051. That consists of the money which was in Rupha as at the close of 31st October 2020. I think that one is very clear. Then I think before I move out of there, I think you need also to see, I'm saying about 1.3 money which is receivable, which we need to receive from the members because they have not paid yet as at 31st October 2020. And you can see the whole of that wrist from top to the bottom. It is large one, and that's how I have come up with the figure 1.3. It is a makeup of all that money which is still lying with the members. It is not yet paid. Chairman, I don't know whether that is very clear. Okay.
All right, members, because we have to close this, unless there's a question, some clarification, you have the document on WhatsApp, Telegram. If there's an urgent question, can we please ask? An urgent question, and please make it very short. We have to close now. We are on time. Yes, Vincent. Please get the mic to Vincent. Where is Hezekiah? Fikisha mic. Mic hapo.
Mine will be very brief. I've seen some statements here, others are written into brackets. I was humbly requesting that Rupha belongs to us. Kama kuna madeni sisi tuna Rupha, tafadhali Excom mutuandikie. Because I've even seen my facility, I'm not seeing it very well. Kama tuko na madeni, mutuandikie madeni tulipe, because this Rupha belongs to us. Number two, some of us are medics, we're not accountants. Hizi mahesabu mingi na kizungu mingi hatuelewi. Kama mimi munanidai tafadhali mutuambie, because I'm seeing brackets which I don't understand. Is it an overpayment or is it an underpayment? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vincent. I think, one accountant, bracketing overpayment ama ni underpayment? Amelipa mingi kupita kiasi.
Thank you, Bwana Chairman.
Thank you, Bwana Njagi.
You saw members who are not very keen.
I'm wondering why. I'm usually very...
I'll tell you why.
Yes, please.
Because we are not in business. If you are doing business, when you reach a point when you do business, people will be very keen. Yes. But mine is to the accountant. There is this term they use, going concern. I did not hear it because that's a summary. We know we have mandated our officials to deliver. Are they comfortable the way things are going? Are we facilitating them? I think that is the summary wanted about the going concern.
This gentleman has to be honest. Is this a going concern or it is a stalled concern?
Thank you.
I have a question. I have a question before you can respond. My question was, for example, what if, I don't know if I missed it, what if a member joined in a month like March, but I know the Rupha's year begins in, say, June, yeah?
June.
Yes, June to May 31st. But someone joined in March. So is that subscription for the year, current year, or for the next year? I mean, how do we make such a person not be able to pay for the next, or how do you go about it? I mean, I'm so confused about that.
Thank you, Penda. You know what? We are very happy to have Penda. We are making Rupha very lively. Thank you so much. Let's do this. Before we take the question at the back, can the accountant take this question on going concern? And I quickly tell our member from Penda, the Rupha Constitution actually talks about annual subscription being prorated. In other words, you are supposed to pay for the period up to the end of the financial year. So ideally, if you join in March, you are supposed to pay for March, April, and May. That is what the Constitution actually says. And then when the new financial year begins, you pay for the full amount. However, based on a resolution of last year's annual general meeting, to support the association, and those who are there remember, we agreed ya kwamba iyo maneno ya prorating, because we need money to move, we will not prorate. The resolution was passed that when you join, you pay for the full fee so that we fund the association. We were very young and we still are young. So that is why that has been so. So until unless a new resolution is passed, it could be passed today, that overrules the resolution of last year so that we go back to prorating. As it is right now, we are just, you join and you pay full fee based on a resolution. Have I answered you? All right, Asante. Going concern?
Thank you for that question. like I began to say that these are management accounts, and you see I am very much concerned with the figures and not the narrations, is because when you are doing management accounts, they are just inbuilt. It's just to give the view of what is happening financially within the organization. However, if I would answer that question, Rupha is a going concern because there is nothing to indicate to me that Rupha will not be there in the next one financial year. There is nothing like that, which indicates to me that it is not going to be in the operation within the next financial year. So it is in the going concern. But I dedicated my my analysis on the figures only because it is management accounts.
Bwana Njagi, let me just add to what the accountant has said. Hopefully, niongee lugha yetu ya kawaida about going concern. The reality of the matter is this. As it is, that 581,000 on 31st of October, that is the money that was there, okay? And we were trying to keep that money, worried about the annual convention coming. So, and a big chunk of the money, and you will check from the record, big group of the money comes actually from our sponsors. They contribute 50% of what you are seeing there. So this convention this year and the convention that we had last year are almost fully sponsored by our partners. The money that we are getting from annual subscriptions and memberships is what is paying the office rent and the salaries and our costs. Like we were in Kirinyaga last week. Sometimes when we have to meet, we meet every Wednesday. And the issue we have, just to put it clearly to members, the issue we have is this. And one, we have been meeting at a hotel. I have to say that very clearly, because the office space where we have right now does not have enough space to give us a boardroom to sit down and meet. So every time we have to meet, we find a hotel, we pay for the meeting space, which they have been charging us a flat rate of 2,000 on condition that we buy lunch. So you understand how that arrangement works. You can use our space, but you must buy something. So that is what we have been doing. Those are the meeting expenses. Until October this year, when our former CEO, Caroline Mwikali, left for other opportunity, she was the only employee. And it didn't come out very clearly, but we were paying her, I think, 60,000 shillings a month. That is exclusive of taxes, to be actually the CEO. Now, Caroline, all of you remember, Caroline was an incredible person. Those of you interacted with her. She was really trying, meeting you guys, talking, going over and above. I think I am right in saying that. She was really a one-person engine, doing everything. But as you can imagine, as our numbers have grown and all of us have issues, it was a lot of work for that young lady. So part of the reason why she also got fatigued. Now we have two people in the office. Hezekiah, where is Hezekiah? I think you've seen that young man somewhere here. Wapi Hezekiah? Simama watu wakuone kama uko karibu. That is one guy who is all over the place. I have no idea how to pin him down. Where's the lady? Cynthia. Where's Cynthia? Cynthia, songa hivi mbele karibu watu wakuone. As she's moving that way. So Cynthia is our office administrator, because we realized Caroline was doing two things. She was being CEO and she was also office administrator. Very hard, answering emails, doing things. So that is Cynthia's role. Cynthia, I think people have seen you. She's the office administrator. Now, ikiwa uko na document, uko na issue, some follow-up, that is the person who is doing that work now. And then Hezekiah, the CEO, is the external face of the association. He's the one interacting externally. Cynthia's work is to deal with our internal issues. Now, between the two of them, our payroll has now gone up to 85,000. Now you'll admit for these young people who are working very hard for the association, we are still not paying them enough. We are not paying them enough. But those are the limits within which we have to work. For the office, we have been paying how much? Around 29,000, almost 30, around 29,000 inclusive. The office we have. That office doesn't have the boardroom. If we want to get that, it will be more expensive. Now, let me put simple to you, my friends. Our intention was to have an office where we have a boardroom, we can host meetings, we can host you when you travel to Nairobi. In fact, we had identified an office in the NHIF building. We wanted to be right there on the second floor, next to Equity Bank, just seated there. Perfect space. But we were told it's 100 shillings per square foot. It's a 600 square foot space. 100 shillings per square foot. You need to pay 6 months, 3 months deposit, 3 months rent. We will need to partition. We need to buy furniture, among other things. The budget was coming to close to 800,000 shillings just to get started. And we saw that that is not possible. So that is why we have maintained an office at Regis, which is a managed office. So in a nutshell, when accountant is talking about 1.6 million that is outside, the reality of the matter is that we have members of Rupha who have not paid their annual subscription. We need this financing internally. And all the time, what we are doing as an office is to try and figure out innovative ways to do things like this, to have media, to have these things. But eventually, as you have all said in the other AGMs we have had, we must become self-sustaining. Not only for this office, but for the next office that will come in 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. It must be self-sustaining. We can't have it such that if this ExCom leaves and another team comes in, they have no ground to stand on. They must have ground to stand on. Because right now it is running on the fuel of ideas only. So we need the support. I hope I have answered you, Bananjagi. We have a comment? Quick one at the back.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Anthony from a facility by name Granton Andori Nursing Home in Embu County. I have a question and then a comment. One, probably this has bypassed me because it's the first meeting that I'm coming. Taking a scenario of a person who runs, let's say 2 or 3 facilities. It's the same proprietor, but let's say with the different names. Does he or she need to subscribe? That is to pay subscription for every facility. That's the question. On the other side of the comment, I would say, according to the statistics and the finances, you guys, you are trying. The ExCom, you are doing good work. But then to hand on it, we need to build our finances. We need to build our finances. Because basically, if we are talking of building muscles to face these people that are challenging us, then we need money. Because you cannot face a man when your pocket is empty. You need also to mobilize and meet these people physically, and there are people that you don't meet when you are yawning. In fact, you need to be full so that you meet these people. So the ExCom, the outgoing and the incoming, let there be a good transition between the incoming and the outgoing, so that at least we don't experience any gap in between there. Number 2, be vigilant, be innovative, engage us on how we can raise these finances, because basically we require money for us to move. We need finances. Thank you.
All right, thank you, our friend from Granton. Your first question, I will ask Dr. Harun Cherop to answer it. I can't answer that. Is the Daktari here? Please give him the mic.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Member. I would wish to say that if you have registered with different names, then you need to register for both, because those are different entities. It could be different, it could be the same director, but different names. So you need to register even to boost our finances. Thank you.
Asante sana. And I think I asked him to answer because he is one of those who has two facilities, different names. But over and above that, unless we amend the constitution is clear. You are not the member of Rupha. Can we make that clear? You seated here are not the member of Rupha. Rupha is made up of hospitals. It is the hospitals that are the members. Are we together? Such that even if the directorship of a hospital changes, it does not change the membership of the hospital to the association. So if you have, and our friends from Penda, they know this, they have branches all over. If you have two branches, they are different hospitals, they will have different issues, they will be members independently. I hope that is clear, my brother. Sometime as we are having new members joining every day, I think we need to have this continuous engagement of educating them on around the issues there. But I think that your second part, yes, and indeed it also partly answered your first part. We need finances. We do need finances. You know what? This is what I believe should happen one day. We should be having such conferences at our own conference facility. Do you agree? I mean, Chuck does that. You know, the Christian Health Association. They have their own conference facility. It's very expensive to do this every year. But if we have our own facility, we can even use it to earn revenue. So we do need to think that far. Is there any other question? So members, I would like to thank you very much for your patience. We are still getting questions. The document is with you. If you read it and you find something you need to ask, please feel free to ask. I think now I hand over for the very last thing of the day, which is the issue of elections for the offices. Dr. Kangure, you are the one who is rapporteuring that. Where are you? Kuna mtu aliniambia hii kitu ya elections si ukue tu kama Moi ama Mugabe. You declare elections when you want. But to be quite frank, we have to be respecters of rule of law, Sindio? I think that is the spirit around which we need to build the association. If the constitution says kura, there must be kura. Where is Dr. Kangure? Now, Cynthia, did you share in the general group the counties which are eligible for regional coordinators? Where is Cynthia? Kabi, did you share in the general group? Yes, Clara, you shared? Can you share again? Maybe kuna watu hawakuona. Now, why that is important, according to our constitution, only those counties which have at least 5 members from the county are eligible to open a branch office. Are you understanding? At least 5 members for you to open a branch office. So we have gone through the list, and I believe 12 counties have enough numbers to open a branch office. Just want to close that quickly. Guys, time. Where is Francis? Oh, come on. Okay. Come.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're still awake and attentive because we have a very, very important. And I want to congratulate all of you for a good job that you have done to come up with a strategic plan and for sitting here for 2 days, deliberating a lot of issues and sharing a lot of information. Number 3, I think when I look at this association is one of the success stories that we can be able to write about a successful association. Within 18 months, if I look at the numbers, close to 200 members, and also when I look at the attendance for the meetings like this one, it is actually very, very commendable. Can we clap for ourselves, all of us? This does not happen without good leadership. And good leadership is as a result of good membership. You cannot have good leaders if you do not have good members. So all of you are good and you can lead as well. The people that you proposed to lead this association about 2 years ago, they have done a good job, but they have done it because you are there. And that means you are also eligible to come forward and be the chairman of this association, be the treasurer, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm here to undertake a very simple activity as a returning officer for the association for this AGM to conduct the elections, one for the executive committee and the other one for the regional or a branch representation. And in Rupha Constitution, one thing that I think is very, very clear to your mind, to the minds of the members, is that the life of the executive committee is 1 year. And 1 year has ended, and that means we need to conduct the elections. The other rule that is very, very important for the membership is that we need to elect regional coordinators if a branch have more than 5 members. And there are currently 12 branches which have more than 5 members. I will read them to you so that we can also elect the regional coordinators in those specific branches. Before I continue, I would like to request the current leadership to step forward, led by the chair, so that at least we can see them, we can remind ourselves who they are, and we can appreciate them because they have led us for a full year and they have done a good job. And they have put this association to the map of Kenya and maybe across the region, because as I said, it's not very easy to build an association from scratch and then until you get it where we are at the moment. For a moment, I would like to pass the microphone to them so that each one of them can just say their name and the role that they play. Sometimes we assume that we know each other, but it could go so that sometimes people confuse who is the Secretary General, who is the Vice Chairman, who is the Treasurer, and so on. Just your name and the role you play in Rupha so that you can remind the members here what you do.
All right, good afternoon, colleagues. My name, you know, Brian Lishenga. I have been your chairman. And I need to say at this point, I am still running for chairman. Kila mtu ana declare interest, si ndio? Sawa.
Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Kariuki. I served as a vice chairman, and I will willingly follow my chair in his footsteps.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Musita. I've been the treasurer for the association. I thank you all for having given me the support that you've given me to make sure this one is a success. I welcome any other member out there who's willing to take up the office. Nonetheless, I'm still willing to run for the office.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Pacifica Omambia. I'm the Deputy Treasurer, and I thank God for the opportunity that you gave me to do that job, and I'm still willing to serve you.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, my heart skipped a bit when she said she's a Deputy Secretary General. I thought my role has already gone, even before the elections are conducted. Anyway, it has been my pleasure to serve as the Deputy Secretary General of Rupha, and the able support of my colleagues. And my name's Peter Kabi, and I'm willing to run for office again. So whoever is in, tukuja tungengane tu, mwenye atapata. Sawa sawa. Shukran sana.
Good afternoon. My name is Clara Chepkemoi Kimtai. I have been serving as the Secretary General for Rupha, and yes, I'm serving the race for the next year. Thank you.
Let's have a better clap for the leadership. Now then, you have completed your one-year term. Please take your seats so that we can conduct the elections, and thank you very much for your leadership. Now, since we have declared those positions vacant, the rule of the election is that we always follow democracy. So what we want to request is that we want somebody to propose the positions that have fallen vacant, the position of the chairman, vice chairman, secretary general, deputy secretary general, you have seen them, treasurer and deputy treasurer. And there are two ways we can be able to do this. We can propose each of the positions. We say that we are proposing a chairman. I would like a proposer and a seconder for the position of this chairman. And the CEO, you can write the names down for me for the proposer and the seconder for each position. The other way that we can be able to do this, and it is still also democratic, if you're happy with the leadership, with all of them, the way they are, you can have somebody to propose that we retain the leadership and somebody to second so that we don't take a lot of time. So this is a decision we need to make. Can we go one by one, we propose and second, or there is a different opinion that we can propose the current leadership and still allow other people to be proposed, and then we conduct the elections? Can we have somebody give us an opinion? Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, sorry. I'm Ivan Sonyango Odhiambo from Saving Glory Healthcare Services, Baringo. My proposal is that we just retain the current leadership as the way it is, unless somebody has an issue with one or two, then so to save us a little bit time. Because I think the current leadership have really done enough, and what they need is just our support and also broader consultation so that we can see how we are moving together. Thank you.
I can see more hands at the back. Yes, please go ahead.
My name is Jane Mushiri, Life Point Hospital. For me, I would still wish that we retain the leaders. The kind of sacrifice that they have been doing to all of us, I know that it is much, much more. Actually, we should hold their hands and be able to continue with them. For me, I feel like they just started yesterday.
Before we conclude, I can see 3 hands. Pass to Daktari behind you. You are noting the names?
I think Rupha is still in its infancy, and it has learned to walk very fast. I don't know, he proposed secondary, I'm the other person. Let us have continuity for the betterment of Rupha.
Your name, please, and the facility?
Jage County Medical Center, Embu.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jage. Anybody with a contrary opinion? May as many as Those who propose the current leadership to continue, say aye. May as many as those in contrary opinion say nay. Ayes have it. So we continue with the current leadership. Thank you very much. And congratulations once again. I want to call back that leadership again for acceptance speech read by their chairman before we move to the regional coordinators. And thank you very much for making my work this afternoon very easy. Acceptance speech from each one of you, 1 minute.
Good afternoon once more. I'm delighted that I'm back and I'm ready to serve you. God bless you all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today. It gives me immense pleasure that you have decided to give me yet another mandate to serve you as your treasurer. I cannot say any more. Thank you. I'm willing to do this for you and for the benefit of the association. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon once again. Same as my colleagues, I appreciate for another one term that you have given us. And we are hoping that you're going to work with us. We are hoping that you're going to work with us as we are going to work with you through this journey together. Thank you.
Afternoon once again. I am really grateful for the opportunity and the trust that you have put in me and the entire office to run the office for another additional year. That we've all expressed interest to run again and you have proposed and seconded does not mean that it's a job that is very easy. It has taken a lot of sacrifice and a lot of commitment also in terms of time, even finances. But we are the founding office and the dream, or rather the future that we think of Rupha is greater than any of our individual goals, I think. And that's why we remain committed. Thank you so much once again. We look forward to a very successful year.
Good afternoon, members. I too am very delighted to receive the mandate to serve another term. I'm really excited because I have the healthcare in my heart. The way the systems are running, I always feel like I have a responsibility to cause a change in the healthcare facility. Like they say, if you need a change, you do it. Otherwise, nobody will do it. I'm glad that I'm here and I'm looking forward to do that. Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I like to say when people come here and they say, wow, this is so full. I usually tell them, hata hiyo Rupha itakuwa ni chama. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I mean is that the potential here is amazing. Can we agree on that? The potential here is what? Amazing. And even our sponsors, when they come here and they see what's happening, they were telling me we expected you people to be about 20 here. That's what they expected. When they came and see this room, I think one of them walked from the back there, came and stood here and just did, wow. So it is the start of a great journey. This is the start of a great journey. And I can assure you, whether it is us or somebody else who's leading this association, one thing that we must all commit, that this association must become a permanent feature on the Kenyan health landscape. Can we commit to that? Let us agree to hand over this association to our children and to their children. Can we agree on that? Let us hand it over to the next generation, the generation after that. Let the people who come 50 years from now not even know where we started. Just be amazed at what we have become. And I believe very strongly that if you look at the momentum, the progress that we are doing, the commitment that we have, all of us, I think it is possible. Try and imagine if we don't have Corona next year, God willing, with the same spirit that we have here, where do you think, which hall do you think will be able to contain us? KICC, right? Which hall do you think will be able, we will need a much, much bigger place. I want to see a situation, and I know you share the same dream. I want to see a situation where when you hear the Rupha National Convention is happening, the entire health sector mobilizes. Isn't that possible? It is possible. We want to see that situation. That you say the Rupha Convention is happening, we literally have people knocking on our doors saying, can we be part of the journey? And I think it is possible. I really want to say another point, something very critical. It should not be missed from yesterday. You heard the NHIF saying they have stopped declaring and they shall not declare. Did you hear that? This is my appeal to us. And I have been saying it in many forms. We need to look beyond NHIF. I know you make phone calls, you say, and I know there are some who believe, nikipata tu NHIF, business yangu up. Those of you who are in NHIF know the story is different, isn't it? You know it is very different. Let us agree together. We are not discarding NHIF. We will never. Because also NHIF is going nowhere. But it is better to shikane mkono sisi kwa sisi. Much better. Even if they remove our contracts, we say, okay, fine, but we will run with our own health system. This is my pledge to you. God willing, this coming year, by the time the new contracting cycle starts, we should have in the Kenyan market a Rupha card. Can we agree on that? By the time the next contracting cycle starts, we should have what? A Rupha card. Let it be an option to the Kenyan public. Equal option. So that if for some reason the National Hospital Insurance Fund refuses to accredit your facility, you can put there your banners, Rupha card accepted here. Sawa sawa. And Harrison Mwiru, CEO Smart, you have promised us, and our friend Chris Kirubi, who is a big supporter of Rupha, he listened to us. Chris Kirubi listened to us and said, I am on board. That's what he said. I am on board. Hako Industries, Smart Application, by the entire family of Chris Kirubi companies has been here, if you haven't noticed. They have been here in one form or the other. There was Kenya Alliance. You saw Kenya Alliance? They were here. Hako was here. Smart is here. This is what I'm telling you. Not only is the health system changing, but more people are believing in us. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Next year is going to be a much better year. Asanteni.
Thank you, Chairman. Before you sit down, all of you, I think also I want to congratulate you for the work that you have done and the passion that you have for this association. This association has a very bright future, not only the association, for each and every member of this association. There are big opportunities within the association, and it will only get better. Before you sit down, actually, you mentioned the Chris Kirubi's establishment. Harrison is here, and Esther. They have whispered to me that they have a gift for the EXCO. So I want to request Esther to come forward. Before you sit down, she has said that this is amazing, that the entire committee, at the stroke of a pen, all the members have endorsed your leadership. And therefore, she would like to gift you as an EXCO. As we wait for Esther to bring the gift for the EXCO, I want to move to the next agenda as you hold. I want to read out the branches that have met the requirement for Section 26 of Rupha Constitution, that is formation of branches, and they are as follows. One is Busia with 8 members. Can I see all the people from Busia region? Because you need to elect your representative today. Very good, most welcome. The other branch is Ebu with 9 members. Ebu, can I see you? Dr. Jage is there and the team. Great. Kajiado, 12 members. Very many of them. Let me see by the show of hands. Where is Kajiado? Very good. Favor is in Kajiado. And I can see some other hands behind there. Then there is Kiambu, 10 members. Can I see the 10 members from Kiambu? Very good. Then there is Kilifi, 14. Congratulations, Kilifi. Those are many members for Rupha. Excellent. Then there is Kirinyaga, 19 members. I had a clap for Kirinyaga. Let me see Kirinyaga people. Excellent. Then there is Machakos 6, Meru 6, Mombasa 12, Nairobi 15, and Nakuru 18. That's where the chairman comes from. And Clara, the Secretary General, 18 members. And Nyamira, 6 members. Great. Which region has the highest members? Kirinyaga, followed by Nakuru. Excellent. So each of those regions, just be thinking through the person you want to elect as your branch coordinator today. That is the person who will be representing your interests at the national level. So thank you very much. Now I want to request Esther to come forward and give to this committee.
Thank you so much, Dr. We want to appreciate the executive team of Rupha for having worked with us. They have held our hands. They have introduced us to great people. But I want to make a correction. We have gifts for everyone. So please pass by our desk as you go out. So we want to make sure that we give you Christmas early. So please pass by our desk. Thank you so much.
You can take a photo as you receive your gifts, if you so wish. And thank you very much, Esther and Harrison, Smart Applications, for providing the gifts for us and for everyone. Good. Okay. Okay. Now I want to start with the first region that I read on the list so that you can give me your coordinator. Busia, can I get a proposal for the coordinator for Busia? Where is the microphone? Who will be proposed as a branch coordinator for Busia? I can see a hand behind there. Who has the microphone? Can you pass the mic so that we can save time? Pacifica, do you have the microphone? Chairman, take your gift. I know you are tired. Good. Put it on.
I'm proposing Apex Hospitals, Dr. Simon Lilech to be our coordinator.
Thank you very much. Dr. Simon Gedeji of Apex Hospital has been proposed by, what is your name?
Ogutu.
By Vincent Ogutu. Can you put that name down, CEO? Where is the CEO? Write that name. Who is going to second Dr. Simon Gedenji? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm for the second. Yeah.
Sorry, for purpose of the right name is called Lilechi, not Gidinji. I second.
What is your name?
Eugene Musungu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So Simon Lilechi has been elected as the branch coordinator for Busia. Thank you very much and congratulations. Can we see Simon? Can you just start, come in front? We need to see you as we move to Embu. He has been elected in absentia, I'm told. Embu, a proposer, pass the mic to Daktari behind you, Pacifica. Embu?
No. Okay. Representative for Simon Lechi, Apex. I'm grateful for the appointment. I'll give him the report.
Very good. Pass our regards. Embu?
I'm here.
Proposer? Yes.
Thank you very much. My name is Muriok from Minas Medical Center in Embu County. I propose Dr. Njage.
Yeah,
County Hospital. Thank you.
Who is going to second Dr. Jage?
I second him.
Who has done it?
James, Liberty Nursing Home.
Very good. Dr. Jage, congratulations. Kajiado, proposer for Kajiado. Watu wa Kajiado muko wengi, you are 12 of you. Who are you proposing to be your leader? Eh? Can you stand and mention the name, say your name and who you are, then you propose? David Musita proposes Penina Mareru. Who is going to second Penina?
I second Penina Marero in absentia.
Your name?
And mine.
And mine has seconded Penina Marero. Congratulations, Penina, in absentia. From Kajiado, we go to Kiambu. Kiambu, you are 10 of you. Who is going to be proposed? Who is proposing? Watu wa Kiambu. Aya, there is somebody here.
I propose David Buru. He seems not to be present.
David Boro in absentia, your name? Yes.
Jane Moshiri.
Jane Moshiri proposes David Boro in absentia. Who is going to second? David Boro is from which facility and who is going to second?
St. Anne's Medical Clinic.
St. Anne's Medical Clinic. Seconda? Dr. Patel, you come from Kiambu. All right, Dr. Patel. Then we move to, from Kiambu to Kirifi, 14 members. Who are you going to propose? Kirifi. Watu wa Kilifi wako wapi? Ndio huyu hapo nyuma yako Pacifica. Kilifi.
My name is Joseph Katana from Watamu Maternity and Nursing Home. For Kilifi, I propose David Shungu from Kijanaheri Medical Center.
David who?
Shungu.
Shungu. David Shungu. Who is going to second David Shungu? Nyuma yako pale kuna mtu ana second pale. David Shungu. David Shungu yuko hapa? Sawa, in absentia.
I'm Albert Charo from Chamalo Medical Center. I second David Shungu.
Hapo mmepata kiongozi mzuri. Asante. Kirinyaga, 19 members. Propose your leader.
Margaret from Kirinyaga County. We had a meeting on Wednesday and we proposed White Rose Director, Michael Kareithi.
White Rose Director, Michael Kareithi. Who is going to second? Kareithi. Aya, hapo Pacifica.
I'm Hilary Nyamo.
Very good.
From Kirinyaga. I second.
From which facility, Nyamo?
Sigma Medical Center.
Thank you very much. So Kareithi has been elected for by Kirinyaga people. Machakos. You are 6 of you. Who is going to propose someone for Machakos? Kuna kitu hapa nafikiria. Tumechagua akina dada. Ladies, have they been elected or we are electing men? Can I propose that we have a lady for Machakos? Susan who? Susan Kathenya has been proposed by Karaoke, by Joseph Karaoke. Who is going to second Susan? Yes, there is this lady here, your name and the facility.
I'm Elizabeth Mudanje from Masi Medical Center. I second her.
Very good, thank you very much. Is that the first lady that we have elected today? There is another one. Very good. Then we move to Meru. Meru, 6 members. propose somebody? Twende haraka haraka because now it's time for lunch. Where are people from Meru? Can I see you by the show of hands? Is there anybody from Meru? I think we skip Meru for now. You will tell me whether they are here. Mombasa? Mombasa, you are 12 of you. Buxton ni nani? Oh, mpatie microphone. Anataka kupropose? Oh, you are the one who is proposing him. George Makori Buxton has been proposed by David Musita. Let me get somebody from Mombasa to second then.
I second.
Your name and facility?
My name is Robin from Mikindani Medical Center, Mombasa.
Asante. Where do you umechaguliwa? Congratulations. Nairobi, 15 members. Tuko wengi. Who is going to be proposed for Nairobi?
I am proposing the lady from Penda. Penda, what was the name, Penda? I think we need a force like you in Nairobi.
My name is Michelle Oguna.
Michelle Oguna from Peda Health. Who is going to second?
I second.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Peda Health. Good. Nakuru. You are 18 of you. Who is proposed for Nakuru? Patiana microphone pale nyuma.
My name is Akefa Lubuti. I propose Agri Ogega from Polyclinic.
Agri Ogega from Polyclinic. Who is going to second Agri? Yeah, kuna second hapo. Good.
Samuel Nganga, Aitak Hospital. I second from Nakuru County. I second that.
Very good. Thank you very much. And last but not least, Nyamira. There are 6 members here from Nyamira. Whom are you going to propose? Watu wa Nyamira? Walikuja? So I did not get people from Meru and Nyamira, so those 2 branches we have not conducted elections today. And we'll get an opportunity to elect leaders in those branches. Can we get all the leaders who have been elected today to come forward, starting with David? Please come forward so that the members can get to see you. And you also accept that leadership role. Come forward. Come forward. Pass the mic to them just to say their names and to accept that responsibility. Please go ahead as we wait for the others.
Okay. Thank you very much. As you have heard, my name is George Makori. I come from Mombasa, Buxton Hospital in Mombasa. I really appreciate for the confidence that has been bestowed on me by my colleagues from Mombasa, and actually by extension, the entire Rupha. Rupha, when we were initiating it, when we were starting it, we had big ambitions, and I believe we are going far. Going by the numbers that we have here, I can see we are going far. By next year, we should be triple this number, and our dreams are still big. And because of this, I would also want to request that members, as we come to Rupha, I would not want us to look at NHIF. I'd want us to start befriending NHIF and look at a way we can collaborate together and work together so that we have easy business in a form of collaborative relationship. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Jagi, Director County Medical Embu. Let me say I'm delighted to have been elected to join Rupha team, the one we expect to move health profession in the right direction. I think it is the right time now we diversify out of NHF because it is the way to go. And I promise that is I work the best of my ability to make Rupha a success in years to come. Asante.
Thank you, Daktari. Next.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Michelle Oguna from Penda Health. Actually, I just joined Penda 3 months ago, and this is my first meeting, so I'm really humbled and honored to be the representative for Nairobi region. I'm a senior manager for external affairs, specifically dealing with government relations. So I'm the one who deals with the government institutions at Penda. So I'm really happy and honored and look forward to a grateful year. I think I'm just learning about Rupha, and you've done a lot in 1 year. So it's very commendable. Looking forward to a really fruitful year. And thank you very much.
You are the right leader for Nairobi. Congratulations again.
Good afternoon. My name is Susan Kadenya from First Community Hospital, Mulolongo, Machakos County. I accept to be the coordinator for private hospitals in Machakos, and I thank Rupha for this far. My facility is just 1 year old. I've known Rupha a few months ago, but we are moving forward as a family. So far, so good. So thank you so much.
Your facility is going to grow faster with Rupha. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. I think you may take your seat.
No,
Oh,
we
Vice
have
Chair?
something for them.
Ah, they have gifts as
Yeah,
well. Good.
We also have a gift for the new team because we want to encourage them to come and continue with the work of sacrifice to the members. First thing that we are going to give them is our 5-year strategic plan because they need to acquit themselves with this document, and there is a bazaar to the members in their counties. The second thing is that together with our friends and partners, Hako Industries, together with Hako Industries and Rupha, we want to also to give them a gift so that as they go back to their region office, they can tell them of the good place that they have come from. So I want to ask Dr. David Musiga just to pass a copy of the strategic plan each. Okay, we take a picture. This memo is okay. That's it. Yeah, that is it. A gift for Mombasa County. Please let's appreciate Mombasa. A gift for this Kirinyaga County. Please appreciate Kirinyaga County. Thank you so much. Busia, come step forward. Gift for Busia County. Please appreciate Busia County. Gift for Embu County. Good. Embu. Oh, Hako representative is here to give Embu County their gift. Appreciate them. Yeah, she will say something before we drink. Yeah. A gift for Nairobi County. Please appreciate Nairobi County. Thank you so much. A gift for Masaku. Oh, you need one more.
Yeah, you can take this one.
A gift for Machakos County. Oh, okay. Right. That is, my brother will speak for Nakuru County. Yeah, we can. We give Nakuru. Thank you very much, Nakuru. Asante sana. We wish you all the best in your new assignment. Thank you very much. Yeah, really good. Good.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Once again, I appreciate this gesture. The election was free and fair. There was no rigging. And I really appreciate the gesture and participation and confidence that you have in the leadership. And I congratulate the leadership that has been elected, especially the newcomers in the regions, so that they can continue to build the regions and mobilize more members. Thank you very much, all of you, and may God bless you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of that session. I want to thank you all for your participation. I know there are a lot of people who had wanted to say something. Our friends from HACO, I'm sure you want to say something, but maybe you can stand and wave. I think we have, I don't know whether there's a mic near there. I do not want you to come here. Just say hello there and we finish this. Is there a microphone there? Ilienda wapi? Nani amechukua mic? Hii hapa. Just rush. Just a quick hello. So this is how I want us to finish this. We can get a short prayer from 3 people. I am proposing somebody from Mombasa. Sijui kama Mombasa nyinyi uomba. Mnaomba. And I think Daktari, yes, let me come there. That mic is off. I think our Muslim brothers should also play. Sindio? What do you guys think? Do you think our Muslim brothers also get a chance to say our prayers? You know, in the spirit of collective association, right? So our friend from Daktari from Bailey Hospital, wewe utaomba leo maombi moja. And I don't know whether Dr. Patel, do you pray? Dr. Patel, you pray? You say a prayer, and then ule Mkristo ule kabisa Pentecostal ako wapi? Hapana favor. Favor ameomba sana. Can you, here I need a proposer. Who? Oh, Eugene Musungu. Nimeambiwa you are a reverend from Busia. You will close for us. Okay, so Hako?
Okay, you can hear me. My name is Diana Munyika. I represent HACO today, and actually it's a great pleasure to have me in this forum. And all I can ask Rupha is that we use HACO sanitizers. We have Amara sanitizers there. So let us have your contacts. We have very competitive pricings. Tutawapatia bei mzuri, mtumie HACO sanitizers. Thank you.
Asante sana. Thank you. And thank you for sponsoring this. Please pass the mic to our friend Daktari from Bailey Hospital. I'll ask all of us to be upstanding. Now, I am told, hapo nyuma hii merchandise haitabaki hapo. Please pick any 4 items for just 2,800 or pick any 2 items for 1,500. Tumesikizana? Any 2 items, 1,500. If you pick 4 items, you can pick them for 2,800. Let us support the association. So this is your opportunity. Grab something up there. Daktari.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
I'll say a very short prayer in Arabic. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Amen. Thank you. Dr. Patel.
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Patrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Amen. Thank you. Dr. Eugene Musungu.
Let's believe and pray. Our Heavenly Father, we are grateful for this day, the 11th day of December. We are grateful, Lord, because you've enabled us from different parts of this country to be able to gather together for the convention from yesterday. We are grateful, Lord, because of the activities that have gone in place in this particular place where we've been hosted. We are grateful, Lord, because of our leaders for Rupha. We are grateful, Lord, because of the opportunity that you've given them once again to lead us for the next year for Rupha. We thank you for all the guests and the visitors. We thank you, Lord, for all the sponsors who've been able to participate in this convention. And the Lord, we are just looking forward to a better 2021. We are optimistic that, Lord, the plans that have been put in place in the strategic plan from this year to 2025, that all those shall materialize, Heavenly Father. We are praying, Lord, that even as we depart from this place and go to our respective places where we've traveled from, that you shall grant us journey mercies. You shall bless us even in all our endeavors. And Lord, even as we anticipate uncertainties, especially as far as the situation of healthcare is concerned, we are praying that, Lord, you shall give clarity and help us to be able to gain right perspectives and be able to have our strategies aligned in a manner that we shall be able to strengthen the healthcare of the communities where we work in. And we bless you for this day, even as we shall be breaking for the meal and traveling, that you may be with us. Bless everyone here. Bless those who have been represented by others and who may have wished to be here also in person, but because of many challenges, they were not able to travel. And bless Rupha, Lord, as we look forward to better times in the future, that we shall grow and be able to pass this over to our generation and even the generation after us. We thank you and we bless your holy name. In Jesus' name I pray.
Thank you so much, Dr. Musungu. Members, I declare this AGM, second AGM of Rupha, officially closed. I wish you God's blessing, God's mercies as you travel. Feel free to visit the stands. Intermedica is here, Jua Solar, Smart, Ecomed. Feel free to interact. And we look forward to seeing you again. Yes. I am told that the directories on the table you can take. Kama uko na karibu na directory, grab one. The only thing you are not allowed to take is the cake. I am watching those who are taking the cake. Kuangalia sana. Sorry, let me not forget to say this. Kidogo too, those who have been elected regional coordinators, tafadhali, If you have been elected a regional coordinator, I want to announce this. You will be expected 2 months. Tafadhali, regional coordinators, once every 2 months, you will be expected to join the ExCom for an extraordinary meeting. Asanteni.
So